If you're already a good engineer, doing good work, delivering on time, quality results, but you feel like your career is not advancing as fast as you'd hoped, those promotions aren't coming despite all your good work and all your hard effort that you're putting in, then my one-on-one coaching program is built specifically to help you. Maybe you've been performing well for a long time without a promotion. Maybe you're not really sure what your manager really needs to see from you to make you an obvious candidate for a promotion. Maybe other engineers in your area, on your team, in your department, seem to be getting more high visibility projects and recognition for a lot of the work that they're doing. Or maybe you find yourself a lot of times just sitting there wondering, what am I missing? What is the missing puzzle piece that I need to put in place to get to that next level and get my next promotion? Now, at the same time, you probably don't want to become an engineer who has to worry about playing politics more than actually doing the engineering work. Or maybe you just don't want to become an engineer who has to spend most of their time self-promoting, self-praising, and talking themselves up, which can start to kind of feel a little bit cringy or slimy. If this describes where you are in your engineering career right now, then you are a perfect fit for my one-on-one coaching program. The goal of my program isn't to teach you how to necessarily be louder and constantly promote yourself and draw attention to yourself. And I can definitely tell you, the goal is not to give you some shortcut around doing good work and tricking your way into a promotion by avoiding doing good, solid engineering work day in and day out. The engineers that I've worked with and that I've coached into their promotions are more than capable of doing really solid engineering work every single day when they come to work. The main problem they deal with is that being really good at your current role and delivering results isn't always necessarily the same thing as being ready for the next level of responsibility and being identified as an engineer who's ready for a promotion. What I'm really trying to help you accomplish is to get your hands on higher visibility, higher leverage, and higher impact next level work, how to get the right key leaders, managers, and decision makers in the promotion process to see the impact that you're having on a wider scale, and then to earn the trust of leadership and management to give you that promotion, which comes with more responsibility and more accountability. The first thing we'll do in our time together is figure out what the missing piece is. Because one of the most frustrating places to be is to be getting feedback from your manager and others saying, you're doing a really good job, but when you ask for specifics about what you need to do to get to the next level, you just get more vague feedback and nothing concrete that you can actionably work towards filling in terms of gaps in what you need to do. So we'll take a look at what the next level you're trying to get to requires and what you're actually demonstrating today and where the gaps actually are. Maybe you need broader scope work. Maybe you need to build stronger examples of ownership or leadership. Maybe you're already doing really valuable, high impact, high leverage work, but nobody outside your immediate team knows that you're doing that and links the impact of that work to you directly. The point is, instead of having this vague idea that I just need to keep doing more good work, we want to build a specific understanding of what exactly is missing and what has to happen for you to unlock that next level. Now, once we understand what that gap or those gaps are, our goal is going to be to build that package of promotion evidence. And how do we actually create that? A big part of that is going to be getting you involved in the type of work that demonstrates that you are ready for that next level and that you are capable of handling work and responsibility at that next level. That could be owning a bigger problem to solve. It could be expanding the scope of something you already currently own and work on. It could be helping to train and develop other engineers that you have proximity to in order to make them stronger and extract more value out of them as well. It could be improving a process that affects more people or teams than just yourself. It could be taking responsibility for something that doesn't already have a clear owner, but that would have a really positive impact on a lot of different people. We're not just trying to pile more work onto our plate. We want to be very intentional about choosing the type of work that helps build this case for a promotion. Now, the next part of the process is going to be making sure that all this evidence we built actually lends itself well to building that case for your promotion. So over time, We want to build actual real examples you can take to your manager of you delivering high-level work, taking ownership of bigger and more impactful problems, having a big impact that spreads beyond yourself and your team, demonstrating leadership qualities where you start to influence others without authority and get others bought into your vision and your solution without them directly reporting to you necessarily, and big problems that you had a direct hand in bringing the team to a solution on. And we need to work on how you communicate those things, not in a fake or self-praising or super self-promotion cringy type of way, but in a way that your manager and other key decision makers in promotions can clearly understand. We can clearly demonstrate the problem that we were working on, what part of that problem that you owned specifically, and what changed because you were leading that project or you took ownership over that part of the project. And here's why this demonstrates why you're ready for the next level. So if I boil down what we actually work on together in our one-on-one coaching sessions, it really comes down to 5 key areas. First, understanding what the next level requires from you. Second is getting you into higher impact work where you can demonstrate that you're able to handle bigger scope, more ownership, and more responsibility. Third is making the impact of your work and the value that you add much more visible to managers and leaders who are in key decision-making roles when it comes to who gets promoted at the end of the day. Fourth, building trust with those managers and key leaders who make those decisions so that they feel comfortable beyond a technical level in handing you more responsibility and ownership. Fifth and lastly, putting all that together into a strong package of evidence and a strong case for you to get that promotion when it's available. Look, the coaching itself is pretty simple. We'll meet once a week, one-on-one, and it's not some rigid course that has a bunch of PowerPoints and a bunch of material that I'm going to deliver and just talk at you for most of that meeting and share a lot of information with you. Our sessions are going to be based mostly on what is happening in real time in your role at your company, in your situation with your manager. I'll encourage you to bring me projects that you're currently working on, conversations you've had with your manager, promotion conversations you've had with your manager, performance reviews you've had with your manager or others. Whatever is actually currently happening in your career at your company, we will take that information and work through it, and I will walk with you and we'll walk together on this path to getting you ready for that next level. So if an important conversation happens between you and your manager, or you're looking at an opportunity you're thinking of volunteering for or asking for, or anything comes up, you don't necessarily even have to wait until that weekly call. You'll have my contact information. You can reach out to me. The point is, I am here to help you in real time, to walk with you to get to that next promotion. I think it's also important for you to know that I've worked with a lot of different engineers in a lot of different roles, companies, and different points in their career. For example, Karen and I worked together and got her moved from a junior engineer position at John Deere to a senior engineer position at Google that she accepted recently. Austin was a client of mine who went from a senior engineer where he was stuck for many years applying for different positions and promotions, and we together were able to get him into his first staff engineering role where he's doing amazing work now that also came with a $35,000 a year pay increase. So these are different engineers at different companies, in different roles, at different points in their career. But the common thread that we worked on with all of them was, what do I actually need to demonstrate here to prove I'm ready for the next level? What evidence package am I working on building every day when I go to work? And what should I be doing differently to unlock that next level for my career? If you want to take a look at a deeper version of all of those success stories I mentioned, there is a success stories highlights on my page. Go ahead and check it out. I'm backing my coaching program with a guarantee. If you complete your first month, you come to every session in the month, you do the work that we agreed on that you were supposed to do between sessions, and anytime you get stuck, you reach out and ask for help, and you still don't feel like you have a clearer understanding of what's holding you back and what gaps you need to fill and what you have to do to get yourself to that state of promotion ready, I will keep working with you after that first month for free until you get to that point. What I'm not guaranteeing is that you'll get a promotion in X amount of time, or that your company will promote you in X amount of time, because there are so many variables there out of my control, and to some degree, even out of your control. What I can stand behind is helping you understand the things you can control and what you can actually be doing day to day, week to week to get yourself in that ready position. Now, for all the numbers in terms of price and how many clients I take on, I encourage you to check the link in this video or the link in my bio that takes you to my actual offer doc. You can see the numbers there. And I intentionally only work with a small number of people every month so that I can give the quality time and attention that you deserve and you need to be able to get that next promotion. So if you feel like this is something that you would benefit from and that's a good fit for you, I encourage you to visit that link in my bio or in the description of this video. Read the full offer. There's a short application at the end. It's only 4 to 8 questions. Fill that out, and within 48 hours, I will review your application, reach out to you, start a conversation, and we can take it from there.